How's it going, people? It's Greg at Chaos. I'm going to do a quick demonstration on how to install the Bronco hood decal. Goes up near the cowl, closer to the windshield of the Broncos, 21 to 26. This obviously isn't a real Bronco hood. I couldn't find one in time to make the video. So it's a replica print of how the hood is situated. Same dimensions. So this will help you get through. All right, we'll get started in a sec. So just a couple of basics that we're going to need. I have alcohol, tape measure, masking tape, some kind of razor. I got this fancy little slitter thing, regular razor blade. You'll get one of these with the decal. So 21 to 26 Bronco cowl. So like I said, this isn't a actual cowl. I couldn't get any volunteers to let me do one on theirs, and the last one I did not get a chance to film. So I printed out an actual scale drawing of the hood. All the dimensions are correct, and it'll do for now. Until I get a real one, I got to get some sucker to come here and let me letter theirs up. Anyway, so in the package you will receive whatever decal you pick. Most of my decals are satin black with like a gloss black design on it. This is one of them. This one is for the Badlands. So it's kind of stealthy, pretty cool design. None of them are the same. These aren't copies of anybody else's stuff out there. They're all original designs. All right, so like I said, first thing you want to do is clean that hood nice. All right, this is brand new, so it's really not dirty. Can't clean it any better than it already is. All right, so that goes that way. You take your print. What we're trying to do is we're concentrating on these corners here. I'll do a close-up in a minute. What we're looking for is this line here. So the hood comes up and flattens out. This line here is going to be basically that area as it becomes flat on the hood. So you're going to use that to measure from. And all you want to do is 1/4 inch from the side to side and 1/4 inch from the top down. From the edge of the hood to that print or to that piece of vinyl. 1/4 inch. Masking tape, what I'll do is I'll just, for now, I'll put one over here and one down the other side. It's going to be a little bit tougher doing it on the truck because obviously I'm standing in front of it. You're going to have to work from this side, then walk around to the other side and do this. So I know this is going to be a little easier looking than it's really going to be. So 1/4 inch. I'm going to bump it over a hair. I'm good, but I'm not that good. All right, so 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch down. I'm basically working right from the very corner. And then 1/4 inch, which it should basically fall side to side. Once you get the 1/4 inch side to side, the other side should be 1/4 inch as well, just because it's how it's made to fit. And then 1/4 inch down. All right, so I'm going to come snatch this camera and show you. So from that point, you want a 1/4 inch that way. And also from that point, you want a 1/4 inch that way. It'll wind up giving you basically a 1/4 inch in the center of the hood and then a 1/4 inch down at the bottom of the hood. You know, at the bottom, that where that rise comes up. So that's where we want it. Get this sucker locked in place. That's where we want it. All right, so ultimately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a hinge. All right, so roughly this is around halfway. So I'm going to put tape here and a piece of tape down here and put an extra piece of tape over here. With this piece of tape, what I kind of want to do is I want to cut it. I'm not cutting on the hood. I'm not cutting on the decal. There's a little gap of paper in between. So what you want to do is just lightly slice that tape, not to cut through anything, not to cut into your hood. All right, you want to cut the masking tape just barely enough that it goes through the masking tape. If you got to even pop it, that's even better because you know you definitely didn't go through. So what that's going to do is when I go to lay this vinyl down, I have a mark to line my vinyl up with, so I know I didn't move out of square. So now next step is you're going to get either your razor or your cutter here. You're going to peel back this corner of the vinyl, peel the paper back, grab the vinyl. I'm going to lay it all the way over here, pull this across, all right? And then I'm going to cut this paper off. Now this, you know, if you have to use scissors, whatever, but this little cutter comes in very handy. All right, so that's it. So then what you're going to do is take your handy dandy squeegee that comes in the package. You're going to take this vinyl now. This vinyl is wrap vinyl. Okay, let's get that out of the way. This is wrap vinyl, so it's not super sticky at first. All right, when you lay it down, you can usually reposition it. All right, if you do this, see how it barely sticks? If you do this in direct sunlight, the vinyl is going to heat up, the hood's going to get hot, the vinyl's going to want to stick. You don't want that. Try to avoid you doing this outside in direct sunlight. If it's cloudy out, it'll help. Don't do it with the hood that's hot. Like if you've been driving, you just park the Bronco and the hood is hot from the engine, because heat is going to activate that glue faster. You don't want that. You want this to go on there, and you want to be able to reposition it if you need to, pop it up if you need to. I'll squeegee down a little bit. I'll pop it back up so you can see how easy it works with this vinyl. So you can take your vinyl, you're going to pull it over. All right. You're going to line up that masking tape. I'm going to squeegee right in the center just for now. All right. So I squeegee this down. I noticed that it moved. All right. So I don't like it. What I'm going to do is grab this corner, pull that vinyl right back up. All right. You didn't damage the vinyl. This is wrap vinyl. It's made to be installed, removed. So anyhow, so you get that down where you want. Then you can, what I do is I'll squeegee from the center and work my way out. From the center, I work my way out. From my center, work my way out. I just keep doing it in an orderly fashion until you come all the way across. All right. You don't have to squeegee it like you're going to prison. It's not like your Last Supper. All right. Get it on there. All right. Once that's down, you're going to go. Now we're going to work on the other side. So this side, take this tape off that you used to hold it in place. All right. So you're done with that. You can take this piece off if you'd like, or wait till later. All right. That's all done. Now you can do the same thing over here. You're going to cut this tape on the paper, not to cut through your paint. Very lightly. I'm going to leave like a 1/16 around the decal so you have some paper to work with. All right. Again, the hinge method. I'm going to pull it back on itself. This time you're just going to take the paper off. Take this over. Don't drag it on itself because then you get stuck to the vinyl, which you could do anyway, but you don't want to have to try that. Try to pick it up and over. If you drop it, you're okay. This vinyl, like I said, is very forgiving. If there's little imperfections in it, you can usually get it out with heat. And then you want to just line up your marks. I mean, honestly, it should fall into place because it's hinged and it can't really go out. The only way it's going to go out is if you stretch it. So where you squeegee down before to that line, you start over that line and just work your way across. Just like that. If something happens, I'm going to make myself a wrinkle. I'm going to try to make myself a wrinkle. If that happens, you just peel it back up. You know, little, if you have a heat gun, that'll help heat some of the wrinkles out if you get them. This vinyl is very forgiving. So your goal is to always get all the air to the edges. You want to push it out. You don't want to get stuck in the middle. I'm going to make myself a bubble here. There's your bubble. You're going to go, oh my God, what do I do? You can pop this back. If it's a big bubble like that one, you pop it back up and squeeze you right through. If you get a little baby bubble, I'll make one here. You can just push on it and it'll disappear. The back of this vinyl has air egress. So the air will push out into these little air channels and disappear. Well, see, I got a bubble right here. I'm going to trap it. I'll make it nice and nice. And let me see if I can zoom in on that as I show you how it's done without this camera bugging out. See that bubble? Yeah, it just goes away. And then what you're left with is your hood decal. After you're done, you could give it a little wipe down with some soap and water. You can use alcohol on if you want to. That's an imperfection in the vinyl there. This is like a kind of junk vinyl I used. I want to sacrifice a nice one. So, in the end, that's what you'll get. 1/4 inch in each corner. 1/4 inch. Basically 1/4 inch all the way around. It'll be very pretty. You're going to be very happy with it. It's going to last for a long time. Change up the style of your truck. It'll be wonderful. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me. Have a great day.